Hi guys. I just wanted to my hair is like really messed up right now. I almost need a mirror. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. I'm doing pretty good. My last post was pretty negative, but that was just like I don't really write poems, but that was just kind of like a poetic moment that I felt. But anyway, I'm feeling pretty good today. It's nice out. It's cold. Um, this is probably the second day that I am feeling progress. I'm feeling a little bit better. So it's slow, but I know that I'm feeling better and getting better slowly, but it's getting there. So yeah, I feel better today. Me and my mom, we went to Goodwill, got some clothes, and then what else did I do? And then we ate, had lunch. We walked around Big Lots, and that was about it. And then I got really, really tired after that. So I still feel really tired. I get really fatigued over the littlest of things. But I would rather take that over what I was feeling a few days ago. So that's progress in itself there. So yeah, I feel pretty good. I did this like live show the other day, but I deleted it because nobody watched, and I think it was like, now that I see that what happened was is that I invited everybody like on Facebook and stuff, but the thing is everyone that was on a weekend, or a weekend, so everybody was, that was on a Saturday, everyone was like out and doing stuff. So that evening, I just felt bad that no one showed, because I pretty much let everyone know about it like a few days ago in advance. But I'm not offended by it. I'm not mad or anything. It's just that I felt kind of down already. So like pretty much anything that happens makes me feel a little bit down or something. Not offended, but just down. But I guess like if I do another live show, it would probably be better for me to figure out what time is better for you guys to watch, because I want to do like a chat, like where I get to talk with a bunch of you guys, the friends like on Facebook and stuff like that I know, and on Psych Central that I know. I'd like to get everybody in one area and be able to just talk about, like, you don't have to show your face. I will, but I mean, like, you guys could like talk and, like by chat. There should be like, there's like just, ask me questions or just talk to me, and then I'll talk back through the chats and stuff. And I'll be looking at the side panel on my screen, will show like what you guys say and stuff in live time. So like whatever you guys want to talk about, if it's depression, if it's new hobbies you guys are taking up that you really like, if it's video ideas that you want to see me do, if you're starting a new YouTube channel and you want people to know about it, just let me, just talk about it, or just anything, like things that, I'm taking up photography with my little camera here, just doing some photos and stuff. As you have seen on my previous videos, I've done like a few slideshows of some photos I took at a place called Fernwood, the local little park area, which is fun for me because that has kind of helped me to kind of forget the negative feelings that I'm having at the time. And if you want to fight depression and stuff, that's a good place to start, is hobbies and just focusing your mind on something different. I've been focusing on my car. I got a new radio and speakers. I'm going to have to get some mount thing for the driver's side door, so that speaker's currently not in right now. I'm thinking about doing it myself. I had Best Buy do it, but they want to charge me more money just for that one thing, and they already charged me as if they were putting in all the speakers, but they did not put that one in because they did not have the bracket. So, and they couldn't get it themselves. I have to get the bracket. So, it's the thing that holds up the speaker in the door, so it's not like flopping around. So that's kind of important. My door didn't have that because I had taken out the original, or the stock speaker, and threw it away, not thinking, that I would need that. So I'm ordering that by mail. I should be getting it soon. And me and my dad are going to try to see if we can figure out putting the speaker in ourselves, because they said that they would charge us an extra $25 to put the speaker in, even though they've already charged us as if they put in 2 speakers. So, that's kind of ridiculous. Best Buy, it's nice to have it done by somebody, but it can also be a real rip-off. Sometimes you feel like you're cheated. But it might be a nice project to try to figure that out. And I'm sure that there's a video on YouTube somewhere on how to install speakers in your car. So, that being said, eventually I'm going to add on to that. I'm going to get subwoofers and stuff like that. And some other add-ons to my car. I'm just trying to put my mind focusing on certain things, because I notice that when I do that, then whether it's photography or my car or journaling, or even journaling can be kind of like negative sometimes, but when I really just sit down and think about like what I'm feeling or the problems that I'm facing right now, that can really get me down. So if I just throw myself into something else completely different that doesn't have anything to do with depression or anything, sometimes, like, I noticed looking at my pictures that I took with my camera, some of my photography, some of my depression showed through the pictures, like the filters I used. I don't know, like the angles and the photos that I chose, they kind of just seemed kind of like depressing in a way. Like, I was speaking through my photography a little bit. I guess, like, what I'm meaning is that anything that you do when you're dealing with something, it kind of shows and bleeds through stuff like that you're doing in the everyday thing. Like, if people were really reading into things like that, you could tell, you can see that person's depressed or going through something. I think that it really shows when someone's really happy and bubbly. People look at them and they're like, wow, they're drawn to that person, But then when they're depressed and down, they're kind of like, that person's kind of mentally disturbed, so I don't really want to be around that right now. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, I want to stop hiding behind my feelings, and pretending to be happy, or when I'm not that day, or I don't want to keep pretending. I was so good at that before, and it wasn't like I was always this depressed, but I was down. I did have problems with depression, and I always have been on medication for depression, but until recently it just got really bad, and I'm not sure why. It just did, and then I had to go to the hospital for that. But now that I'm out, it's taking a little longer for me to get back into things. And I noticed that even like it's hard for me to come up with conversations with people, even my family. Things like that are coming back, but they're slow. I'm just now posting things on Instagram and following my friends on Instagram and actually getting involved, and that's actually helping too, just to like see other people's lives and their pictures and happiness and stuff like that. Then that kind of like rubs off on me, hoping that it will. But then again, remembering that depression, it can be very, very hard to get over. And it's something in the mind that really, it messed me up. I mean, I was just so messed up. So, now that I'm learning to deal with it, the healthy way, it's just the slow way. It's not always the easy way. So, I pretty much just covered it up most of my life. And now that it just kind of like exploded, everybody knows that I have it. Everyone knows that about it right now, and I'm not going to be ashamed or embarrassed by it. I'm not going to hide the fact that yes, I went to a hospital for it. And I'm not going to hide the fact that I missed some really amazing opportunities because of this stupid ordeal that happened. And it could have been anxiety induced. I mean, there's so many things that it could and couldn't have, that it could have induced the depression. But instead of thinking about it so much, I'm trying to just do stuff about it, like keeping busy, but the thing is I keep so busy that I'm worn out completely at the end of the day. But I have to, because if I don't, I just go backwards, and I don't want to do that. I've come a long way in the past couple of days since the hospital, and it has not been easy. There has been times when I would just cry for no reason, and my whole family's there just watching me and not sure what to do, and I'm just bawling my eyes out and sobbing like really hard, like someone died or something, and they don't know what to do, but I'll just jump in the shower and just be crying still, and it's like I can't stop crying, and it's like, and then my brother asked me, he goes, what's wrong, like, why are you crying, what can I do to help you? And the thing is, I don't know why I cry sometimes at the time that I was, and I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what you can do to help me. There is nothing you can do to help me. I just have to get it out. I just have to ride with it. I have to just go along with it until it's over. And I guess you just take the advice that it will pass. This too shall pass. And I guess you just have to, it is true. I mean, it feels like it's never going to end, but it does pass. But because anything dealing with the mind, it's very slow going, and you have to have the proper help, the right medication. And I don't know if I'm on the right medicine or not. Hoping I am. I don't know if it's too early to tell. When I was in the hospital, one thing I would like to complain about, I don't really want to complain too much, but I would like to say is that I didn't care for the fact that all my life I knew that with medicine, you are not to take someone off medicine just abruptly. But when I was at the hospital, they stopped all my medicine that I was on. I can't think of, I was on like depression medicine, anxiety medicine, all that stuff, important medicine. And I was on it for like several weeks, so my body was used to it. They took me off of it completely, and they didn't wean me off. And I just like had, it was like really bad in the hospital that I was at, because that added to it. I did not have my medicine or anything, so I was really upset about that, and I kept saying, I'll feel better once I get my medicine, but, you have to wait on the doctor to see you, and he takes his sweet time, and it's a psychiatrist that goes through the patients and stuff. So it was not an enjoyable experience, and I did not appreciate that at all, and I think that that's something that in the mental hospital society, I think that they should work on, because I was told that you are never supposed to do that. You have to wean someone off their medicine, even if it's like a minor amount of medicine. I was always told it could be damaging to your brain. I don't know if it did that or if it just kind of hurt my, like, I have, like, in the past few days, like, not really right now, but I've had trouble with speech. Like, my speech has been really slurred, and, you know, these are just, it kind of worries me that when they did this, did it damage some parts of my brain, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it was just, you know, all the panic attacks that I was having. There was this one when I was actually in the hospital, not mental hospital, but the just regular hospital. They had me on a bed, and they had me all hooked up and everything, and, you know, like a heart monitor and oxygen levels and everything like that. I was having a panic attack, and my family was there, and we had been there for about, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours. And by the third hour, I was just getting more and more anxious. I had no medicine or anything. And I started getting this panic attack where I could not stop shaking, and I had uncontrollable, like, my muscles inside were like shaking so bad. It felt like as if I was having a seizure because I couldn't control it, but I was fully aware. And then it was like I was breathing really fast, and I couldn't control, like, I couldn't slow it down. I was actually hyperventilating, and eventually the things I could hear them going off, and they were beeping, and it was like because my heart rate was speeding up way too fast, and my oxygen level was not that good, or something, because I was hyperventilating. I don't really know, but they were beeping, and a nurse came in finally. Someone had to, like my brother or my dad or mom, someone had to open the glass sliding door and let them know that something was wrong, because none of them were paying attention. This was at Lakeland Hospital, and they're like the worst at paying attention to their patients. And I don't know if they just forgot about me or what, or if I just was kind of like thrown in the category as not that important. But someone came in, and they were trying to tell me to slow down my breathing because I was hyperventilating. And I told them that my hands and my feet were actually going numb. And they said, he goes, you know why? It's because you're breathing too fast. Oxygen is no longer getting to your limbs, and you need to force your breathing to slow down. And that was like a chore, because I was in full panic attack mode, I guess. And I don't know, they didn't give me any medicine, because for reasons of why I went to the hospital, they couldn't give me anything at the time, so that was upsetting. I couldn't have any Ativan, so it made it, you know, on my own, I had to stop the panic attacks, and which in itself lasted a good maybe 5-10 minutes. It felt like longer than that, but in reality it was probably 5 or 10 minutes of me hyperventilating and stuff. And eventually the feeling in my hands and feet came back, and I was able to control myself. But that was scary. I've never had a panic attack like that before. I did have a more minor one, but along the same lines of that one in the mental hospital when I was there. And a nurse was there, and oh man, she was a lifesaver. She was like a super awesome nurse named Jill, and she means so much to me, because she really was there for me when I felt alone and scared. She held my hand when I was having a panic attack, and that really meant a lot to me. She gave me a hug too, But it was just that personal touch, that human contact, because when you're there, you feel so alone, and you don't have your family there or your friends. So when she did that, it really did help. So, and I'm not crying because I'm upset. Well, it kind of is just bringing things up, but I mean, I'm crying because it really meant a lot to me that she was there and that she cared that much, and that she did that with all her patients, but she really made me feel like I meant something to her, and she took the time with me. She did say that she really felt good about me, and she really liked me, and it was just really comforting that she was there to hold my hand. I mean, it just, certain things like that stick out to a person when you're going through when you're scared. I told her that I was scared, and when she held my hand while I was like having a panic attack, that really, really meant something to me. It really made me feel like someone was there, that I wasn't alone, and that she was really trying to help me, that she really cared. So, I don't know, it just like goes to show that we need that human contact, whether it's holding hands, hugging, or just, letting them know that you love them. When someone is going through a problem, like a hard time like this, like I am, it's the cards, it's the flowers, it's the cakes, it's the chocolates, it's the smiles, it's the letters, it's just the hugs, you know, the moments when your friends or family say or do these things or these gestures that really help. So, anyone watching this, if you know of someone going through depression or anxiety or a really hard time, just remember that don't be afraid to show yourself, or don't be afraid to, if you don't know what to say, because a lot of times nobody knows what to say, just be there. Just hold their hand. Just hug them. Tell them you love them. Just do these simple gestures, because they really helped me. At the time, I didn't show my gratitude, or, I wasn't always like in the same room or in the same world with people, because I was in my own mind, I guess. I was in my own shell, you know. But now that I'm feeling better, I feel like thanking those people, because that really did help. I was aware. I was aware enough to know that I was loved, that I am loved, and that they were, helping me, or trying to help, or trying to be there. And yes, I did enjoy the candies, the cards, the flowers, the pie. So just don't forget about those, and don't be afraid to just be there for those of your friends or family that are going through the same things or similar things. You may not be able to understand it exactly unless you've actually gone through it, but just know that your cards and just showing that you care is extremely, extremely important, because without it, I don't know where I would be if I didn't have family like mine, or friends like I have, like you guys. I don't know what would happen, and I don't know where I would be. So saying that, it is so important that you show your care and concern, and my friends and family have been extremely good at that. And I know it's hard to know what to say to someone like me. It's hard to know what to say or do, But even just a card or a hug, you know, just like what I was saying, I cannot stress that enough. It just means so much. So even a teddy bear, I had gotten a teddy bear at the hospital and a card by some of my family, and that really helped because I hugged that a lot. Um, I believe that you're never too old to have a teddy bear when you are going through something like this. So, yeah, just remember those and those things. And for those of you that are going through depression, don't give up, because there's always a brighter side. It gets brighter. Someone told me too on YouTube, and I really hope they don't mind that I take this, but I loved their comment. They said that, let me see if I can remember, it was, maybe I can pull it up really quick. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second. Let me just try to find it really quick. Maybe it's in my inbox. Yes, they said, this was by MacCall36, and they said that that a tunnel always has 2 exits. It says that your torment won't last forever. A tunnel always has 2 exits. Hang in there. So, basically, that is exactly how it feels. It feels like you're in a dark tunnel or a dark pit. But a tunnel is a better analogy for that, because you start coming through the hole of a tunnel. Well, there's always another end to the tunnel, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like for me, I'm just starting to come through the other end of the tunnel. And I know it's going to take time, with the help of therapy and stuff like that, and medication. And you guys supporting me is amazing. I'm getting really good feedback on YouTube. I mean, for me at least, I appreciate it. But never give up, because like they said, and it is so true, that there are always 2 sides to the tunnel. And you will come through, and it will pass, and it does get better. Even though it doesn't seem like it, it does and will get better. I am just now starting to see that I am capable of living my life again, and that I am going to get it back. So never be afraid, because the next day you might start feeling better. So never give up. I just wanted to say that. This is actually a very long video. I didn't think it would be that long. I just wanted a 10-minute update for you guys, but that's alright. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing a lot better, and I really appreciate the letters and the comments and everything from you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you very much, and I love you guys all so much, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. Get out there and enjoy your lives, and enjoy yourselves, and remember that every day gets better. Just do not give up. Do not give up. Alright. Bye, you guys.